Well, it's 9:15 on day 51. That's Thursday, June 29th. And I just dropped the mooring at Badachro, or Badachro. And yeah, it was a very pleasant evening at night, very sheltered. Yeah, nice little place to stay. Ted spent a good night and he's all dried out after coming through a couple of squalls yesterday, so that's good. And the weather is sunny, although there's a chill wind, and it's going to be quite a strong wind again today, so I'm hoping to get down to Plockton, which should take me about 6.5 hours. Well, it's 12 o'clock on day 51 and I'm in the inner sound, heading down towards Skye Bridge. It's still reasonably windy, about 15 knots apparent on my nose. I've got the sail up, I've got a couple of reefs in because the wind is very variable. It gusts up to about 18-20 knots. And the seas have calmed down now a bit. They were quite rough and knocking me back, but I'm making better progress now. So on my right, on the starboard side, is the Isle of Rona, and behind it are the hills of Skye, the Isle of Skye. And so there's another island, I think that's Ornsay down there, and that's still all the Isle of Skye. There's some big mountains on the Isle of Skye. And then on my port side, the left, is the mainland, again with some very big hills and mountains. And that's looking back up north. Well, it's 4 o'clock on day 51 and I'm just coming under the Skye Bridge into Kyleakin, and I'm hopefully going to find a pontoon for the night or an anchorage not far away. It's been a really grey, windy day. You can see all the clouds over the hills on Skye. Looking back, that's the mainland over there. That's the mainland there. So again, it's been a bit of a battle into the wind. It just seems relentless at the moment, but never mind. So I'll be glad to get onto a pontoon. So it's 5 o'clock on day 51 and I've had a change of plan. I'm now going through the Kyle Ria, which is a narrow channel, down to the Sound of Slate. I looked at the moorings and the pontoon in Kyleakin and it was far too windy, so I decided to head a bit further south and hopefully find a bit more of a sheltered spot. So I'm coming through this narrow channel, which I did a couple of times last year. The tide goes quite quickly through here, but I've caught it just at the right time and it's only just turned, so I've got about 1 knot of tide with me. It's really blowing quite hard against me. It's about 15 to 20 knots at times on my nose, but it's quite a spectacular little channel. There's high hills. That's the Isle of Skye there, and that's looking back up the channel to the mainland. And this is the mainland on my left here. Well, it's 7 o'clock on day 51, and I've just picked up a mooring off the island of IsleOrnsay on Skye. It's in the Sound of Slate, which is a channel between Skye and the mainland. And there's the mainland, looking a bit murky. And then that's looking back from where I came, the Sound of Slate and Kyle Rear. And this is the Isle of Skye. It's very windy. There's about 12.5, 13 knots of wind at the moment, but it's not too bad. The seas are very calm, so I should have quite a sheltered night. The last couple of hours since I went through Calrea has been a real battle. It was 23, 24 knot winds right on my nose and really big waves, and so it was slow progress, but I made it through, and yeah, I'm glad to be on the mooring, and I'll be able to relax down in the cabin now. And little Ted's glad as well. He's had a hard day.